Hi Collective, welcome to my channel. So this is going to be a reading for Taurus for the new moon in May. Okay, so wherever you have Taurus placements, this reading could resonate, could also resonate for everybody as we're all feeling this Taurus new moon energy. So whatever brought you in is fine, timeless reading, even if it's no longer Taurus season. So let's take a look at this new moon energy following eclipse season. I'm very interested to see what everybody's going to be starting. A lot of new opportunities, new beginnings are definitely coming about because eclipses align you with where you're destined to be or what you're fated to be, right? Not what you're destined to do your choices. So for a lot of you, if you were down the wrong path, there are things that could have been eclipsed out for new things to come in. Look at this Hierophant. So a lot of you could be getting into higher level of commitments. And this is also like the student and the teacher, right? So it's like a lot of you have learned a lot of these karmic life lessons. You've healed from them because that's part of the process. And then you get to ascend to a new paradigm. So there's a lot of paradigm shifts. A lot of people say that there are portals that open up during these new moons, right? And, you know, you get to go through these portals to these new beginnings, these new timelines. I split the deck on Star and Strength here. So for a lot of you, it took a lot of strength and courage to heal, right? For a lot of you, it's like you had to let go of certain people that were very difficult to let go of. Maybe family members, friends, or just really getting into your power of whatever that may be for you, for healing yourself, you know, because you often can't heal in the same place where you were hurt, right? So that's why there's this, for this healing to take place, you know, some sort of major movement. You had to leave some people behind, make some sort of movement, right? All right, so we're going to take a look into this for the strongest energy for Taurus. I'll be doing some other placements too. You can feel free to take a look at whatever you feel guided to, if you feel guided to those as well. Because if you are matching with me, coming into my vibration, then it could resonate with you. So don't get too caught up on the labels to those videos. Those will be down below right next to this one, I'm sure, when you find it. Or if you're catching it right after I upload, they will be posted shortly. Alright, stars. Strongest Taurus energy. This new moon energy. It's the main energy here. We're going to get all the cards out, then I'll start explaining. 10 of Pentacles. What? Taurus and the 9. This is the main energy. First card out here. The 9 of Pentacles falling. Alright, that's what's crossing. The Foundation's the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so you got a decision to make here. Let's see. What's hidden is the 6 of Cups and the 9 of Cups for your advice. What? Let's get the past influence. Okay, 9 of Swords. So there was a lot of stress and worry in the past. Ooh, High Priestess is your blessing, right? Your challenge. Your challenge is the 5 of Cups. So Taurus, some sort of ending needs to happen here. Maybe it did. Take it how you feel it fitting for you. I could be talking about something that already happened or something that is happening or will. Because this is your challenge position. King of Cups is in the action. So it's either you going after your heart's desire or it coming in for you. Ace of Coins, it's a new foundation. I pulled that right out of the middle. But we've got the Hanged Man on the bottom. I don't know why I'm feeling to talk quiet. Hanged Man energy is the overall. So this is about releasing and letting go. For some of you, it's a new perspective. It's a new way of thinking. It's a new way of mindset or whatever. Because a lot of times these paradigm shifts that we go through, they're within the mind, right? Because you think portal, like the movies make you think like you have to walk through it, right? It's not always like that. You do it within the mind, okay? So your mind kind of upgrades and goes through and I don't know how to explain it too much to you right now, but it's within the mind, okay? So the Hanged Man, there's definitely, it's letting go for a lot of you, it's outdated thinking, programming, right? And for some of you, it's physically people. And often too, like, I feel to explain a little bit, is like, it took me a while when like I was getting readings and I was learning how everything was going, and I was getting advice from people. And it's like when you're told that you have to make a decision, right? Like, especially when we see the Two of Pentacles, like a choice needs to be made, a decision. I used to wait for it to come to me, or it to be externally, or I would be assessing like, all right, I need to make a decision, I need to express, I need to communicate with somebody, I need to do something. You need to know that sometimes these choices, these decisions are just simply what you decide within your mind, what you tell yourself, because you co-create with the universe. And what you decide, like if you're sitting there in indecision, like, I don't know how I feel about this person, I'm in, I'm out, I'm in, I'm out, you're letting the universe know that you're unsure, you're not making a decision. But if you tell the universe, or you tell yourself, God, divine source, whoever you talk to, or even like I said, even if it's just yourself, like, I'm done with this person. Now, for some of you may need to express that to them, but for others of you, it's like, if you don't know how to get out of a situation, but you tell yourself, I'm done, I'm going to go somewhere else. Now you've made a decision, and now the universe can start co-creating with you to bring about opportunities, ways out for you to see how to get out of situations where maybe you didn't see before because you were uncertain. And that's where your divine team, your spirit guides, your ancestors can help you. And a lot of you have to remember to call them in too, because you have free will and they will not intervene or even help if you don't ask. So if you say, my angels, spirit, divine, show me a way out, show me some signs, give me some confirmation, I want your help, then they can start to help for you, right? So yeah, for a lot of you, like, you have to make a decision very much to let something go, for something from the past to come in, because it's also a shift too. And when you make this decision, like, I'm going to let go of low vibrational people and situations, I'm going to go the high route. So if you decide, like, I'm going to stop communicating, I'm going to start pulling back my energy, I'm going to start looking for my outs if you can't physically leave or whatever, or you don't know how to yet, by you doing that, you've told the universe, now I'm done. And now the universe can start bringing some things in here. So I feel that that's very important for some of you. Some of you may already know that's how it works, all right? Others of you may not. So Six of Cups is very strongly coming out here in the hidden area. So there's something to do with the past. I'm seeing children here. This could be something to do with a dream, some sort of wish fulfillment I'm getting, because we did see the healing card, right? Which I talk about, you know, it takes a lot of strength and courage to do healing. A lot of times you get those rewards or whatever. You get something back. Sorry, I'm starting to channel, so it's coming out fast. Getting a lot of different messages. Something was very strongly, somebody's been restricted since childhood. They've had some sort of childhood dream or something like thwarted, like somebody was telling somebody they couldn't go after something they desired as a child. And it's like they've healed that wounding now, and now they've basically have set their inner child free. So now they're able to pursue whatever it is they desired as a child. So it's getting that, deciding to get that wish fulfillment, and it's kind of like going after love for yourself. Like, it doesn't have to be physically like a person, but it's like, I don't know why I'm getting all of this like stuffed animals and like carnival fair, like it's like maybe like circus type. This isn't for everybody, this is for one person, but it's like maybe somebody had some sort of talent or something and they wanted to be a performer, right? And so they've always been drawn to like animals and circus and stuffed animals and things like that. But somebody was like, you can't go be, what is it called, a carny? Like, you can't go do that. Somebody's like, you know what, I'm going for it. I'm gonna go do whatever I want to do. You know, if I want to fill my house with stuffed animals, I'm gonna do it. It's that type of energy. And it's like, so there was like programming of somebody telling them like, no, you can't do that, whatever. So that's where somebody, I guess what I'm getting is just very strongly like, look at the hat too. Doesn't that look like the hat, like the carnival, like they would wear in the circus, and the way that he's dancing and juggling, and I'm just getting this very beautiful energy for somebody. But like I said, do you see what I mean though? Take the symbolism as it's something that is just seen by pursuing what it is that ignites your soul, those passions. That's what life is all about, right? Because you're living life for you. You're loving yourself. You're never supposed to be looking for love. You look for what you love and desire to do. So this is really going to be setting somebody free, and that's why like the Knight of Cups is coming up in like the advice position, because it's go after your heart's desire, express it. It's not like incoming. This is like outgoing energy, right? For some of you, maybe it is going after your heart's desire too, but you don't really go looking for love. You kind of let God bless you with love when you're ready for it. Right? And just know that if you make these choices and go towards things that you deserve and desire, it's going to count, right? Love and money come together. And that's what I mean. Like, this is like legacy. There is so much abundance. Like, it's like you're getting bestowed upon it right now just by pursuing your passions and your dreams. 10 of Pentacles is right here. And this is getting like all of this abundance. And you know, a lot of us think that this is like, you wait to like get a big inheritance or a bunch of money given to you or a winning or something like that. The 10 of Pentacles, yes, it's about this infinite abundance, you know, this huge amount of abundance, but it's not always money, right? What I mean is that because you can be so abundant with passion and love and just whatever that may be for you. Like if you've got your health, like health is wealth, right? It very much is. And just the most like valuable thing is like time. You can't ever get time back. This is somebody that's got like so much time, so much wealth in their health and in their vitality and in their passion and in their, like they're able to build and create like whatever they want. Like you have to look at that. Like if you're sitting there and you're like, well, you don't like, if you have all of this beautiful time and energy and beautiful health, you have a lot more than most people, and some people would give up every bit of money they had or could get just to give those things. You see what I mean? Is that you have to start really changing your perspective and stop focusing so much on the material and the money. That's how the devil, that's how this 3D matrix has constructed us and has limited us. This is somebody that is very much, now yes, if you need a whole bunch of monies to, that for you to build, if that's what you desire, but you're humble about it, then you can very much do that too. It's just if you're get into that greed, obsessive, controlling energy, or into the collecting of materials and things like that, that's devilish energy, and divine source doesn't work with you. That's why it's always supposed to be flowing. And now if you're a person that like, yes, you like your material abundance, but you're a giver and you're constantly co-creating and giving it and receiving, then yes, that will work for you. Right? I hope you understand what I'm saying, but it's not like about material harvest here though. Okay? There's this very beautiful energy of somebody's realizing that they have like a new beginning, right? They're very healthy, with a lot of time, energy to just build something. Like I said, for some of you, maybe it's like you never had the time. Maybe you had constrictions that were stopping you, obligations. The reading I was getting yesterday was strongly like somebody had to like be like a caretaker, a provider, and maybe it was by their choice, but for some it's like you were set free from that. You were bonding yourself, or you were having some sort of bond there were like a lot of contracts. Sorry you guys to hear the blower out there. I take that all into account, and often when there's noise and distraction, to me that's the enemy trying to stop me from my reading, so it's just going to have me keep going with it. So if you don't like it, then you can skip ahead till it'll be done or whatever. But where I was going with is that, you know, a lot of these contracts that we unknowingly got ourselves into, a lot of them, the divine cleared them out. And it's just simply to make a choice. It's like they had some sort of movement happen, like for some of you, like a way out, and you just have to decide. Like I said, for some of you, literally the decision that you need to make is just within yourself, that you're going to move forward, you're going to let something go. For others of you, you may need to make a decision in the physical, but the Nine of Swords is coming up in the past energy. So I feel that this is the energy that's leaving. That's why I feel like a lot of you are getting like a big, fresh, perspective. A lot of you I'm getting are feeling relieved because you're like, wow, like I thought I was stuck in this forever and there's an out now. But for some of you, you got to take that out, whatever it is. But this Nine of Swords, that was sleepless nights and stress and all of that. This High Priestess, which is coming up in, this is like blessing, karma, and challenge position. Or it can be a challenge because it could be overcoming. This is really my challenge position. But this is to me, this is the blessing, the High Priestess. And, it's a very spiritual card. It's, for a lot of you, you have awakened, you've ascended, so now you've realized that you have your spiritual team, your spiritual ancestors. Maybe for some of you, around these new moons you have heightened psychic abilities and gifts. Maybe some of you are starting to realize that, oh my gosh, I am getting signs and messages, they are with me, I am connected, they are helping me, they do hear me. Secrets, it could have been revealed to you, internally unlocking some things. I'm just getting a lot of spiritual stuff. A lot of you could have had third eye activations and awakenings, but it's a lot of you have been getting the blessings of clarity, okay? And you're realizing your way out of situations. You're realizing just new ways. This is very, very beautiful. And see, she's looking at a scroll. A lot of you are realizing that, wow, yeah, that was the karmic contract. Wow, I don't have to deal with that the rest of my life. I've learned it. Because when you learn and then you heal, that's the final part. And it's you're realizing, wow, I get to close out this contract. That means you got new contracts coming in. Right? So 5 of Cups is in the challenge. That's where there's an ending here and there's a letting go. But remember, you have to be willing to let go of that situation and accept it. Now, there could have been quite a fight there. It looked like red wine spilled or whatever. It could represent, oh my gosh, my stone fell off my ring. Wow, there could have been some things broken. Everything always happens for a reason. This is my very special ring too. I wear it with all my readings. But look, it went right back together. So, oh my goodness. That was my black obsidian too. Wow. So there's a sign, don't worry, you can rebuild, right? Even if things were broken, they're only material. That's why I'm getting somebody's realizing that, yeah, this material things, they were just keeping me distracted from my spirituality, from my love, my life, right? Maybe for some of you pursuing whatever this is, you have to let go of the material, because isn't it like the carnival, you travel with it? A lot of these people have to pack up and move. They don't get to bring a lot with them. Maybe that's why they were also giving me that analogy or whatever. But see, there's 5 of Cups, and he's looking back at this castle. I was guided to this deck for this new moon reading, and like I said, a lot of these cards I was saying yesterday, it's backtracking, going back. I really get somebody's going back either to somebody from their childhood or back to something they wanted very much as a child. But it's backstepping, going back, deciding, you know what, it's time now. And I was saying yesterday too that a lot of people got together or pursued something at the wrong time. It was because healing was needed and some other contracts were restricting you. But now that they're done, you're able to go back and pursue these things. So maybe this is pursuing something again that you did try to do before, but you weren't ready yet. There was something blocking you. So person, situation, whatever this is, could be both. So we've got 2 kings here coming out. We've got the King of Cups and the King of Wands. Now this is in the action position, which is interesting, which is the King of Cups, and the King of Wands is in the outcome. I'm getting very strong as somebody going after their heart's desire. Maybe this is something you never expressed before, because the King of Cups, this can be anybody embodying this, male or female. Don't get tied up on gender. It's energy. So this King of Cups here, this is somebody that very much has love for something, but is not very communicative of it. The King of Cups will often be very standoffish, kind of, they need to come off as being emotional and secure, and they don't want to get vulnerable and very expressive. So they very much have a lot of love, but they're not going to show it, right? So in a lot of the cards, you'll see the King of Cups like surrounded by water, not touching it whatsoever, but he is fully standing in this ocean, holding up his cup. He is ready to express what his heart desires. And that's what I feel that you're being called to do. That's why the King or the Knight of Cups is in the advice position from Spirit, telling you go after your heart's desire, express yourself, take action, take steps towards it, right? Even if it's just you telling yourself, you know what, I'm going to pursue this, I'm going to do this, this is what I want. Divine Source, Spirit, help me, give me opportunities, guide me, whatever that may be. Right? And then the King of Wands, now that's taking that action, seeing that, and a lot of times it's deciding, and then you're going to get opportunities. It's like, say you want to pursue something, right? I'm going to go with this carnival circus analogy again, right? So say someone's like, you know what, I'm going to be a carny, that's it, I'm going to do it. And then all of a sudden you just go about your day, and say you're on like, on one of these news feeds or whatever, and then all of a sudden you see, look at the next carnival hiring or coming to town or something, like, you'll know, like, oh, there it is. You'll know that there's your opportunity. And then just take action, click on it, whatever, investigate it, look at, figure out ways, start to set money aside, or whatever you're feeling guided to do. That's you taking action towards it. And when you start to take action, then the universe starts to take action too. It's like you put a little bit of money in, and then they put a bunch of money in. And a lot of times the universe loves to come in and bless you through people, right? It's not always about money. So it could be, you then let it lay, look at me, literally you could be like out somewhere and someone's like, hey, you know, I've got these tickets for this carnival and I can't bring my kids, would you like them? Things like that literally happen. They really do. So you can't get tied up on, oh, I don't have the money, how am I going to go here? No, don't let that restriction happen. The universe is very, very powerful, and you just need to be open to letting whatever, you know, however they want to bless you come about. Just be open your eyes, get out there. Because like if you sit at home and I'm just going to sit here, I'm not going to take any action, I'm not going to go out in the world, I'm not going to communicate, then of course nothing's going to come to you. So be open and go where you feel guided, right? Because a lot of times you'll get guided certain places for you to run across certain people. So if all of a sudden you're like, I got a feeling to go to a park today, then go. Don't be like, no, I'm not going to because I got the feeling. Maybe that's the devil trying to stop you. So when you have a feeling or a thought to go somewhere, to do something, do it. Alright guys, I'm going to close out this reading. I'm sending love and light to all of you. Definitely feel free to like, share, subscribe, and take a look at whatever readings you guys feel guided to. I will be doing more of this beautiful Taurus new moon energy. Bye guys.